have been diagnosed with ADHD by a professional, but I did not get diagnosed till like 46, maybe 45.
Mhm.
And but I really identify with the middle one. So, but I had been incorrectly diagnosed for years with a myriad of things.
Yeah.
And one of them many years ago that the diagnosis didn't last very long, but was bipolar. And I think when I had mentioned to you, you had said, "Oh, that's actually very common." So can you explain because I think that middle one, or even people that don't like ADHD seems so obvious, like when they're hyperactive, right? But ADHD, when it is inattentive or when it is in that middle, can be confusing for people to identify right away. So, can you explain a little bit about why maybe bipolar gets confused with that sometimes, especially in women?
Yeah. So, one, because there's not enough training about what ADHD looks like in women. So, we are more likely to just not get that diagnosis.
Okay.
That's the first issue. The second issue is that in in the DSM, we don't know,
Give the listeners
sorry,
what DSM is.
which is the Diagnostic Statistic Manual,
Okay.
which is what, when I'm giving somebody a diagnosis, this is what I look through. I have had to have large chunks of this memorized. This is what this is the medical model of mental health. This is like the Bible.
Okay.
So every diagnosis that you can get, every mental health diagnostic criteria is in this very large book. For ADHD, for some reason, in this American does not have the emotional dysregulation piece in the DSM. It is in Europe, but
Interesting.
it's not in America for I don't know. I don't know why. And so, one, women aren't getting diagnosed with ADHD as often. Two, the emotional dysregulation piece of ADHD is not part of the diagnostic criteria in our country. So people diagnosers, I
Mhm.
guess, um, don't even know to look for this. And so they see these very large mood swings and fluctuations, and they're like, "Well, I guess it's bipolar." Because they're like, "Well, something's going on here,
Yeah.
and there's mood swings, and so the thing that fits for something that's going on and there's mood swings is bipolar, right?" And
Yeah.
it's like, that's not the correct diagnosis. And
And a lot
so
of that hyperactivity, mirrors, mania, right?
yeah. Yeah,
In
yeah,
some
absolutely.
ways. Okay.
And some of the inattentive piece could
Mirror
mirror
depression.
negative
Yeah.
episode.